Okay, tonight's movie should be interesting. Tonight I am checking out Satanic Panic, and this is one that I put off for a long time thinking that it was just gonna be some like shitty cheesy movie. But for some reason, the cover of it reminds me of We Summon the Darkness, and I really enjoyed that movie. I didn't take it too seriously, so I'm not going to take this movie seriously whatsoever. So this is on Amazon Prime Video as far as Mom, why do you have to call right now? Anyways, as I was saying, it is on Amazon Prime Video, and it has Rebecca Romijn Stamos in it. So yeah, I really don't have high hopes. We'll get more into the cult vibes afterwards, but let's check out Satanic Panic. I'm a little panicked because I don't want this movie to be shit. Just kidding, apparently it's on Shudder. I don't understand why they just won't let me open my Shudder app from here. Alright, so apparently it is a Shudder exclusive. Okay, maybe this, I don't know, maybe this will be good. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I will say I did not hate it. I thought I was going to hate it, absolutely. But that was really fun, and just don't take this movie too seriously when you go into it. That ending kind of made me want to cry a little bit, but I really enjoyed the whole story, and I can't wait to get into more of it, so stay tuned. Alright everyone, let's talk about Satanic Panic, because I actually really enjoyed this movie a lot more than I thought I was going to. So as we've come to discover, this is a Shudder original and a Fangoria production. I guess I'll start off with a mini synopsis this time. I've been trying to write synopsises in my own words to kind of give you what I got out of the movie, but essentially Satanic Panic is about a pizza girl who is a cancer survivor like me. It'll come back into play. One second. Anyways, she unexpectedly and unwillingly stumbles upon a satanic cult, also referenced to as a coven. Coincidentally, she is a virgin and she has to escape being sacrificed to Baphomet. I really enjoyed the premise of this movie, surprisingly, because I thought it was going to be a little cheap and cheesy, but I feel like that was the aspects I liked the most about the movie. Let's start talking about some of the things I liked about Satanic Panic. First off, the movie starts off, the reason why I thought it was going to be so cheesy, it starts off with a song being sung about Australia. In Australia. But that whole thought gets completely expanded upon, and it's not as cheesy as you think it is. Essentially, our main character had lymphoma, fell in love with a boy who was also sick. She went into remission, he did not. She would always sing him songs about Australia because they always wanted to go there together, and he died before they could go. So that like hit me a little hard. What I also enjoyed was Rebecca Romijn, who I referred to as Rebecca Romijn Stamos, but she is not married to John Stamos. She is married to Jerry O'Connell, who was also in this movie, and they play husband and wife, and they are so funny together. I think Jerry O'Connell was the weirdest and wildest character in this movie, and he actually was like kind of creepy but hilarious at the same time. And like when I say creepy, I mean like kind of pervy creepy, like ugh. Arden Marine was hilarious in this movie. She played like a gypsy character, but I also watched her on Mad TV growing up a lot, so it was nice to see her in this movie. There was decent body horror involved. There was a soul souffle at some point, and it was so yucky the way it like sucked on her finger. It was so gross. I loved it. And a lot was shown orally. There was a lot of stuff coming out of the mouths, but I feel like I appreciated it. It made me like feel yucky. I really enjoyed the kill though. I think that was a good, like, I don't know, I feel like that was American Horror Story Hotel vibes. There was also a small girl. She was kind of creepy, but she gave me like Lilith vibes. So let's talk about some things I disliked about this movie, which there are not very many because I thought it was pretty fun. Like I said, I wasn't going to take it too seriously, and I didn't. But it could have easily been at least 10 minutes shorter. The end had a little bit more of a different tone to the whole movie, and it just kind of threw it off. I just feel like the whole thing could have been trimmed up a little bit. Baphomet did look a little bit cheesy, but like, what do you expect? I believe it was all done with practical effects, so I cannot be upset about that. And I did want a little more of what hell looked like in this movie. I did want more of that terrifying child. So I guess some of the things that I will expand upon that I did really like. It started off kind of cheesy, but it did end on a full and complete thought, and we do know that I love a full circle moment. Like I said, the soul souffle was a nice touch. That was a really gross scene. And like I said, because I didn't take this too seriously, some of the unlikable characters were kind of likable. In this movie, I'm not going to expand upon it in case you haven't seen it, but there is this thing called the Code of Sams.
It's the Code of the Sams.
Is that a thing? What about Code of the Sams? Samsel? Sam.
I thought it was a pretty fun, consistent thought throughout the whole movie, because that could have been like easily a throwaway gag from the beginning. Like I said, there was great body horror, and Rebecca Romijn was a great lead in this movie. When I say this could be a little bit shorter, the actual runtime of this is 90 minutes, but I feel like it could have been a cute little 75-minute like in and out movie, if you know what I mean. Maybe even 80 minutes. Okay, let's talk about ratings. For cult vibes were strong with this one. I will go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10. It was a really good mix of cult vibes and body horror or scares. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 5 because it was kind of cheesy for me, but like depending on who you are, the ending scenes might be a little more scary. For gore, that's another thing, like the gore might be a little much, like it might make you feel a little freaky, but whatever, I'm a fan of it and I'm here for all the gore. So for gore, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and move it from a 7 to an 8 out of 10. I've been saying there's decent body horror in this movie and I did feel kind of yucky all the way through, so good job. And that brings my overall score of Satanic Panic to a 7.5 out of 10, which I think is a decent rating for this movie. It was fun, it was enjoyable, I didn't take it too seriously, good acting, good leads, a fun Shudder original. So if you've seen Satanic Panic, let me know what you thought. I kind of have a feeling that Satanic Panic might be one of the movies included in this month's horror pack, but I don't know. I'll keep you updated on that one for sure. Anyways, that's all for me for today. Let me know what you thought of this movie. Let me know if you even have a Shudder account, because I subscribed to Shudder about, I would say, 6 months ago, and I'm obsessed with it. They have a TV, not sponsor or anything, like please Shudder, sponsor me, please. Like they have just like a TV function that you can just pop a movie on and it just plays random movies that you don't even know what's coming on next, and it's a really good way to kind of discover new movies. And that's what I do sometimes. I just pop on the Shudder TV and let whatever come on, and it's great and I love it. So anyways, that's all for me for today. I'm gonna stop rambling. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera. Tomorrow's video is for a movie called Sound of My Voice from 2011. The cult vibes were strong with that one, so stay tuned. I'll see you then. Sayonara, Spooky fam.